Little Inchkin by Fiona French. Long ago in old Japan, Hannah lived with her husband Tanjo in a small house near a temple. They both longed for a child. One day Hannah took gifts to the temple and laid them before the great Buddha. "Please give me a child," she whispered, "even if it is only as big as a lotus flower." A voice answered her, "Return home, Hannah. Your wish has been granted." Not long afterwards, Hannah had a beautiful baby boy. "But he is so small," she cried. "All the neighbors will make fun of me." She and Tanjo named the tiny boy Inchkin. They took great care of him, but they did not love him. The years passed by, and Inchkin grew up to be clever and brave. But he was still no bigger than a lotus flower, and this made him sad, for he longed with all his heart to be like the other men. One day he said to his mother, "I will go out into this wide world to make my fortune, and maybe I will find a way to grow as tall as other people." Making a sharp sword out of a needle and a millet straw and a strong suit of armor out of beetles' wings, Inchkin practiced fighting crickets and bumblebees and even a big mouse. He became a skilled swordsman. One afternoon, he climbed into a tiny boat made from a nutshell and sailed out onto the big river. The swift flowing tide took his boat through the city and beyond. He had just reached the safety of a wide lake when a hand lifted him out of the water, and a voice high above him said, "Who are you?" "I am called Inchkin," he replied. "I am one of the best swordsmen in Prince Sanjo's land." "I am Prince Sanjo," said the voice. "So you must prove to me how good a swordsman you are." Once ashore, Prince Sanjo set Inchkin down on the ground. "Now, little warrior, I have a special task for you. My daughter is traveling to a temple far away in the mountains, and you will guard her on her journey." Inchkin bowed low and took his place of honor in the princess's carriage. Next day, when they arrived at the ancient temple, shadows were flitting among the trees. Inchkin stood on the princess's shoulder to guard her more closely. Suddenly, two fiery demons who had strayed down from the mountains blocked their way. The princess went pale, but Inchkin gripped his tiny sword, ready to defend her with his life. "Come any closer and I will kill you," he cried. The two demons were astonished. One of them loomed over him. "You are very frightening," he sneered. "Why, I could eat you in one mouthful." Inchkin lunged at him with his sharp sword. "Aye!" cried the demon. Before the other demon knew what was going on, Inchkin leapt between them. Shouting a fierce battle cry, he swung his sword in the air and stabbed him hard in the nose. The demon howled with pain, and both the evil spirits fled away. At that moment, the temple bells began to ring, and as each pure note rang out across the mountains, Inchkin felt himself grow taller and taller. The Lord Buddha was rewarding him for his bravery by granting his dearest wish. When the princess saw the handsome man, her heart filled with joy. Together they returned to the palace. Prince Sanjo gave them his blessing, and the princess married her brave warrior. So Inchkin became the greatest samurai swordsman in the land, and they lived the rest of their lives in great happiness. I hope you enjoyed the story.